When we see women come to our program, so this is a trades and apprenticeship career class. It's a 7-week program, prepares women for careers in construction trades. And most of them on the first day of class, they say, I don't have any construction experience, I have no idea, I have nothing. But then we start talking about what their life skills are, and there's so much overlap that women don't think about. We talk about farm workers, the kind of work that they do. They do an incredible amount of construction work. They haul stuff. They're working in inclement weather. We talk about pattern makers. They're looking at the way things join and how things are going to be constructed and whether or not they're going to last. That's all applicable. Some of the women who sew are some of my best carpenters. So what women don't necessarily understand is their life experience already lends itself to having a good foundation for construction work.
My name is Kay Sims. I'm a welder and I work at Gunderson in Portland, Oregon. I think it's important for people to see that any sort of women can work in these trade jobs, and I think it's important for different kinds of women to kind of represent the trades. But it doesn't matter who you are, it's just kind of what's inside you and your work ethic and what you want to do that makes you good at your job.
Kay's job is, she's primarily welder. She welds the barge together. She brings so much to the table. I've seen her grow exponentially since I first got her 2.5 years ago. She has become one of my greatest leads. She's very good. She's a very, very good trainer. She trains a lot of the people that come in, other welders, other new welders.
I've always had an interest in sewing and sewing clothing or any sort of thing, sewing things for my house, sewing strange sculptures. At Gunderson, we build train cars and ocean-going barges. I get a work assignment, go to my work area, see what needs to be done for the day. The connection to me is really deep-seated in me, that I'm just a person that I have to make things and use my hands no matter what. And I think anybody who has that inner creativity or their mind works in the way where they just need to be doing and seeing the results of their work can easily make the leap to any sort of trade, welding or carpentry or electrician or whatever. It's like a certain kind of person who needs to see the results of their work to feel satisfied. So I went through the Oregon Tradeswomen program and then went to community college and learned how to weld there. And then through my employer, through Gunderson, they provide classes on blueprint reading and welding inspection and supervision, and they're all free classes. So I took those classes and then decided to take my certified welding inspector exam, which Gunderson pays for. I think it's a thing that a lot of people think about, how a thing like that gets built or how stuff gets moved around in the world and what kind of structures are used to move things around. And it's just really fascinating to me to know about this thing so intimately, I guess. Welding is like sewing with fire. It's like just joining materials together, and it's just like sewing. You have your thread that you join your fabric together with, and with welding you have your filler metal that you're joining metal together with. When I'm welding, it's kind of nice. It's like sometimes you can just be on autopilot and just think thoughts. My imagination is very important to me. I would describe myself as a creative person, and having all these ideas in my brain of things I want to make and do and how to make things and how things are made. And I live in my mind, in my imagination a lot. Sort of introverted in that way. When people say manufacturing jobs are boring and require no skill, they are picturing an assembly line in their head. And while there are those jobs out there, there are a lot of production manufacturing jobs that do require skill, and they require you to use your brain to do problem solving. Not everything's going to be the same every time, and it does take a lot of skill to be able to do your job well in manufacturing. It feels really amazing to be able to make something with your hands and to see what you made at the end of the day. And it feels amazing to join these really big things together and build this solid metal structure, and to use a lot of power to build what you have in your mind.
I really love the diversity of your workforce. America is about immigrants. It is about coming together and finding a good place to live, and grow your communities. I want to thank you, the men and women who work here, for your skills, for your effort, for your dedication. This is proof you can make things in America, and the quality is very, very, very good. Give yourselves a hand.